Well, hello. It is 8:44. I've got 1 minute yet before I start. So I'll just chit chat for a second here. Check and see if everything is working right. Let's see. I don't really even know exactly how to find anything. Is it this one? Ah, there I am live. Oh, and it looks like people can chat. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. Hi, good evening. It is, what is it? It is May 7th at 8:45 Central Time. And I am coming to you live from my craft room in Minnesota. I'm participating in a challenge called Card a Day in May. And today is day 7. So let's get started. Today's challenge, you pull up the sheet here for you, is a kid's card. So I don't really have any little kids anymore that I needed. Well, I do have a couple little kids in the family, but not that I needed cards for. So I'm making kind of a, let's call it a tweenager card. I have pieces cut. I'm using Very Vanilla. Let me move my camera back just a little bit. There we go. Using Very Vanilla. And I've got so this is just traditional fold. I cut off 1 inch. I'm going to go ahead and fill that 1 inch in with a strip of 1 inch DSP. This is a 6x6 pack. It's the plaid, kind of a masculine looking set. And I made this 5 1/4 by 1 inch. 5 1/2 by 1 inch, excuse me. So it's going edge to edge. All right, now when the card closes, that is there. And it just exposes a little bit of that DSP. All right, that's our card base. I'm bringing in the Plaster Painting 3D embossing folder. And I've got my stamp cut emboss machine off camera here, but I'm pretty sure you all know what it looks like to run a piece of cardstock through the machine. And so but I'll go ahead and reveal here. So there you have it. The reason I used the painted plaster painting is because I think it looks a little bit like ice cream. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this. I'm just using Tombow liquid adhesive, or in the Stampin' Up! World, we call it green glue. And I made this also 5 1/2 by 3 1/4. Because remember, I had cut off that 1 inch. Let me just double check. Yep, 3 1/4. So 5 1/2 by 3 1/4. All right, so this is my card base and card front. All right, I am using the dies from the Ice Cream Swirl from the Ice Cream Swirl stamp set, and excuse me, the Ice Cream Swirl bundle. The stamps are no longer available, but the dies are available. The dies are now, they were 14. I believe they are still 14, but the dies are amazing. And so I wanted to show you that you don't necessarily need the stamp set. So the dies come with the cone and then the part that makes the cone look real. You can fold this in half, use it for a gift tag or on a card front like I'm going to. You also get a cherry, a strawberry, a cookie or a straw, a bowl, a donut or a cookie, and these sprinkles. Oh my gosh, I made a shaker card for a swap and regretted it the whole time because I think I had to cut the sprinkles 3 times, so I had enough for each card swap. Post-traumatic stress disorder on that. And then you get these 2 pieces to make the ice cream. So I have already pre-cut the cone. Isn't that fun? And use this die to cut the outline of it. And I've already, let me just get these out of the way. I've already pre-cut the base of the ice cream and the chocolate swirls. So that was these 2 dies. So the dies are really very useful. That isn't always true. The dies don't always stand alone, but in this particular set, I would say they do. So grab those before they're gone. In hindsight, I should have used adhesive sheet on the back of my ice cream swirls. I didn't. So I'll just be careful. I'm not going to even put adhesive on those skinny little pieces. All right. Let's go ahead and get that on there. Pretty good. Pretty good. And do I want to, I don't want to pop this up at all because I know what I forgot to do. I was going to stamp my sentiment on here before I embossed it. I have another piece of paper. Let me just show you what this should have looked like. So I'm going to use the sentiment from Around It All. I'm going to be using, I wanted to use, let me grab my ink color. Here it is. Only when you're live will you have to go hunting for your early espresso ink. So I'm using the sentiment from Around It All. It's a big day. And I want to put this over far enough so that I have room to keep my ice cream on here. And okay, so I need to go right up to the top left. It's a big day. All right, and now I'm going to run this through the embossing folder. Okay, make sure it's nice and dry. Hi, Donna. Donna, you caught me live. The bundles in your garage sale box. Yeah, well, the dies are still available. So use them until they're gone. Okay, here we go. So I stamped it and then embossed it. That's important on this card. All right. So I'm not going to glue that on top there because it's just going to make this too thick. But I also don't think I can peel this off. No. We're going to faux make this card. All right, so now I'm going to glue the ice cream on here. Now, the way that I'm going to figure out how, where I can put the glue is I'm going to line it up like this and then turn it over. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of keep my fingers here, and now I know that that is about where I can adhere the glue. Okay, now I've left this a little loose because I also need to get the cone under here. And again, I only want glue on the part that's not going to be hanging off the edge of my card. I can go over just a little bit yet here. Get that centered a little more. Cute. Okay, so now if you can imagine, this is on here like this. Okay, does that kind of look like ice cream in the background? I thought it did. Okay, I'm also bringing in these 3 strawberries that I cut out of a piece of the fruit paper that we were able to earn during celebration. Because again, this stamp set isn't available anymore, and I have a whole pack of the DSP, which is retired, but I'm still going ahead and using it. I will use it till it's gone because I just thought that that DSP was so cute. Let's go ahead and bring in a dimensional, just the scrap off the edge, and we'll pop that down there. All right, and this card is almost done. These are also on the last chance list. They are called the iridescent adhesive backed discs. They were $7. They're now $5.60. So I'm going to put a couple of these iridescent ones on here. I'm just going to use this color. Let's see. Let's put one on here. I just think it's going to give this card a little bit of shimmer that it needs. Let's put 2 right on the edge of the ice cream cone there. Okie dokie. And we are done. So, Donna, thanks for sharing my video. You are such a huge supporter. All right. Donna's also participating in the card a day in May. And so jump on over to the AK Gal Stamps with Donna Marshall page and check out all of her entries. Alrighty, so for today we used Plaster Painting 3D Embossing Folder, the Around It All stamp set, the Last Chance Iridescent Adhesive Discs, and the dies from Ice Cream Swirl. Let's see, the inside. Oh, I should finish the inside here quick. Well, I'll finish the inside when I post the card. But as always, let me flip you. Thanks for watching and following my page, and give me a like and a thumbs up. Share with your friends, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.